For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. LASE Specialized Education gives the gift of hope to families, to children, and to the school communities we serve. We currently provide specialized education services to over 1,000 students in Lutheran schools within the metropolitan St. Louis area. We continue to adapt to the needs of not only students with special learning needs, but those who have experienced learning loss due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The need for special education services has significantly increased, and we are pivoting and addressing those needs, one child at a time. We at LASE see every child for who they are and for what they can do versus what they can't. Every child is a unique child of God, and we recognize the depths of those challenges, but hone in on their gifts and talents. With your support, we will continue to open the door for students with special learning needs so they can be nurtured, loved, and reach their God-given potential. Thank you for supporting our ministry and providing hope to the students and families of LASE.
His LASE teacher does not judge him for any deficiencies determined by others. She accepts him and cheers him on to advance in God's plan for him.
Our daughter struggled for her first 3 years of life to stay alive, and by God's grace she did. Once she entered school, she struggled daily with learning until she found LASE services at her school and grew in knowledge and faith.
From the day my son was baptized, I envisioned him attending a parochial school. When he was diagnosed with autism, I thought that dream had ended forever. Later, I discovered LASE services were an option, and dreams came alive again. Thanks for making this possible.
Listen, our kids know they're different, especially as they get older. The LASE teachers engage them, value them, and respect them for who they are. They lead them not just in their education, but also in their growth as a human being.
My son was so miserable in school and dreaded every day. His LASE teachers saw the can-dos instead of the can'ts. They recognized a lovable boy with a heart for helping others as he follows Jesus' call to care for others. We are so grateful to LASE for helping our son find his smile again.
My son received a solid Christian education that has helped him become the man he is today. We never dreamed he'd be seen as a leader who would be crowned prom king of his high school class.
Our family was broken and frozen in place, afraid to make any changes, thinking that it might make things worse for our daughter. But we felt a pull from the Lord and found a school with LASE services. Suddenly, my child mattered, and the culture of the program promoted the qualities we valued as a family. Her LASE teacher rejoiced in her success, but also shared in our sorrow when we encountered setbacks. Our daughter can not only advocate for herself now, but also stands up for others and encourages them to keep trying to reach their full potential.
Parents often seek the services of LASE after their child has demonstrated difficulties in the traditional academic setting without supports in such areas as reading, writing, speech, language, attention, and/or emotional social regulation. This journey is frustrating and isolating for them as they try to navigate the complicated system of special education in public schools. Parents come to LASE with hope that their unique learner will be provided the resources, strategies, and supports put in place by the LASE team to bring them to their full potential in a Christian environment.
I want my students to develop a love of learning. I want them to experience the joys of friendship with others.
I want my students to feel like achievers. I would feel like I've done a good job if they can enter the room as confident learners.
A student is not defined by their weaknesses. Find them where they are with learning. Recognize their strengths and build on them.
My students have taught me these life lessons. Continue to be curious. Don't give up. Be a caring and loving friend. Be thankful to God. do everything for and through Jesus Christ.
I want my students to feel like they belong at the school. I want them to build their confidence and learn to say, I can do this.
LASE works in collaboration with schools to help any student who needs personalized instruction, no matter what. We provide hope for school communities that every child with special learning needs can be successful and thrive in a Christian environment.
Hi, I'm Kim Kern, and I'm the principal at Atonement Lutheran School. Today I get to share with you my excitement about this school year and my excitement about our partnership with LASE. So this school year, like every other school, has a set of challenges, right? So we're coming back into our new normal from the pandemic, and obviously we have challenges, and that's okay because I meet those challenges with this one word that I feel like drives my passion, and that's hope. So there's a lot of hope inside this school year. There's a lot of hope inside the challenges that we face. And I look at that and I look at our partnership and what LASE does and how we get to make those connections with students, right? So whereas there was this time where educators had to, like we were constantly trying to build relationships with students, I feel like those students, now be that from the pandemic and having been cooped up for so long, and now we're back, they're reciprocating those connections. They'll come by, they want a high five, they want a fist bump. I think all of that plays a part inside their learning. Those are relationship building things. And just being one-on-one or one-on-two and just them knowing their names, you knowing their interests. They openly, happily want to tell you those things as well. Those are great tools and avenues for us to use to creating bonds with students, creating relationships with students, because that drives their learning, right? It's that old adage, right? That old saying, no one cares what you know until they know that you care. So now we're kind of carrying on both ends a lot deeper, I feel like, in education. And that is a tremendous hope that we have moving forward. And not only building relationships, but driving our students' learning as well. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. That keeps me going. And that's something that I hope that everyone else can kind of join in on. So, yeah, thank you for just this little time with sharing my heart, with sharing my passion, and sharing my hope. Thank you.
Christ Community Lutheran School and LASE have an amazing partnership, especially in our early childhood classrooms. Here at CCLS, we serve about 300 little ones, ages infant up through pre-kindergarten, across 4 campuses in the St. Louis area. We are a big ministry, but bigger doesn't necessarily mean better. Bigger means that we have more opportunities to share the gospel of Jesus Christ with the little ones that are entrusted to our care. It also means that we need bigger support. So for the past few years, we have had a great partnership with LASE, and we have had 2 extraordinary educators on our early childhood team, Mary Scatino and Tara Copeland. They serve 2 campuses each and provide our teachers with that much needed support for their struggling students. We know that early intervention works much like compound interest does. The more we can invest early in a child's development, we will set them up for future exponential growth and success rather than struggle. When our students are struggling in the classroom, whether it's socially, emotionally, behaviorally, developmentally, it leads to a myriad of emotions for the teachers, for the parents, and especially for our students. And it's not uncommon for them to find themselves overwhelmed as we employ every strategy that we have and try to implement new ideas and behavior plans. But that's where LASE steps in. They bring us hope, they bring us help, compassion, and they provide us with that information and that support to know that we're not alone. But we're working together to grow these children into all that God created them to be. So we have a system in place where our teachers can reach out to Mary and Tara, indicating their need for additional support. And then these ladies, they step into our classrooms and they provide observations, modeling behaviors, suggesting strategies. They do one-on-one interventions with little ones. They reach out to our parents and they support them through that process of maybe their child needs further evaluation and the worry and fear that comes along with that. Or they help us with the complexity of IEPs. And so they spend significant time in our classrooms, and that consistent, caring relationship is being established with our students. So through that, they develop trust, which is the very foundation of our partnership with LASE. Successful partnerships are built on genuine interactions and authentic relationships. So we partner with LASE, the home, school, and the church to help our students flourish and thrive. And LASE provides hope to our struggling students and to our teachers and parents as well. The challenges that our littlest ones are experiencing are growing, they're changing, they're increasing, and the last 2 years have definitely amplified those challenges they're facing. It's led to frustration, despair, overwhelm, anxiety, hopelessness, but through LASE, we know that we're not alone, and we have the support that we need to provide the best in care and education for our students. 1 Thessalonians 1:3 says, "We remember before our God and Father your work produced by faith, your labor prompted by love, and your endurance inspired by hope in our Lord Jesus Christ." And we thank LASE for being the perfect reflection of that verse at CCLS.
Students come to LASE with hope that they will be seen and heard and understood as the unique learner and child of God. They have often been misunderstood, misdiagnosed, with their self-esteem shattered, and they look to LASE for hope. Hope for achievement, for joy, for friendships, and for renewed confidence. LASE educators are grateful for the opportunity to work with these students. They are grateful for the life lessons learned from them as they try daily to inspire each child's God-given potential. Those students whose lives have been touched by LASE look back with a grateful heart for being seen and supported, loved and encouraged. They were given the gift of hope that carried them through school and into the future.
In 1984, I joined the staff of then-known Special Lutheran classes. I have watched LASE specialized education evolve and grow, but one thing that has remained the same is the love for the children and their families. LASE is part of a team giving hope to families with unique learners, and more importantly, to the children themselves. I have been blessed to watch the growth of these children into adulthood. When they come back to visit me, they do not talk about the curriculum or the approaches that were used to help them. Instead, they express their appreciation for feeling accepted, for being given a safe place to be themselves, to share their feelings, their heartache, their dreams. They and their families are thankful for the hope that was given to them. These children have grown up to feel successful in all walks of life. They are baggers at the local grocery stores, welders, cooks, carpenters, auto mechanics, hairstylists, engineers, paramedics, police officers, business owners, electricians, and piano renovators. But most importantly, they are our kids, and you are part of the team that has helped raise them. Thank you for your continued support for the kids of LASE.
Welcome back to Herald the Holidays, live again in 2022. The theme of our celebration this year is hope. Hi, I'm Tom James, and this is my wife Chris. Our daughter Megan was chronically ill and developmentally delayed from birth. We found hope for Megan when we enrolled her in LASE classes at Salem Afton.
Megan's experience with LASE was exceptional. Her teacher, Lisa Krenz, designed an education plan to capitalize on Megan's unique way of learning. The other classroom teachers supported Megan, and the kids embraced her. All of this in a school that taught Jesus. LASE gave Megan and us hope.
We believe that every child should have hope, and every parent should have the opportunity to do the very best for their child. That's why we founded Herald the Holidays 26 years ago, as a way for us to contribute to LASE.
We encourage you to join us in supporting LASE. It's their mission to provide educational opportunities in a safe Christian environment so students can reach their God-given potential. Please help us continue the legacy of hope for all children and their families.
Remember a guy named Christopher Reeve, the actor? He made 3 Superman movies. Unfortunately, in the prime of his life, he was thrown from a horse and became paralyzed from the neck down. In spite of his injuries, he went on to lead a productive life and became an inspiration for those with disabilities. His most famous quote was, "Once you choose hope, anything is possible."
Please choose hope today. Support LASE specialized education.
I hope we make new friends. I hope I get all my homework done. I hope